On the Spot with Rita Tuliatunga. Uganda enyuma ejjudde amawulire, ejjudde ebintu bingi. Eyo gye mbadde minding my business. Amawulire gabadde mangi. Juzi omugagga Rasa ow'e Masaka, Rasa Emmanuel, bamutwala mu kkomera over a debt of money. Omugagga nze ndowooza Rasa aganye buganyi kusasula ssente ezo because we all know him as a rich man. Then last week twalabako Trace Awards ezaali e Rwanda. Nigeria scooped most awards. Ekibuuzo kye njagala okubabuuza kiri nti is the Nigerian music industry the best in Africa? Or other countries did not vote very well because it was entirely viewers' choice. Then twalabawo wano battle. Battle tezitandise kaakati. Zatandika eddako. Twalabako battle ya Bebe Cool ne Bobby Wine. Netumanya ne tulabako battle eyali ey'amaanyi eya Bebe Cool neera ne Good Life. Mbo zonna Bebe Cool yaziwangula. What do you say? Then recently twadde ne battle eya Nokia versus iPhone. Yayigubiza Kampala, simanya ani yasinze. Sijja kwogera side gye ndiko, but amawulire gali mangi. Hello, allow me welcome you on the spot. I'm your host, Rita Tuliatunga. Thank you so much for the love. Thank you so much for the support. We cannot thank you enough. Ne mutwagadde nnyo. Gye tuwulidde ne mutubuuza mubadde wa well tukomyewo. And this time round tetulina gye tulaga. We are here okubaweereza, okubaagaliza. We are going to interact and have fun. Thank you so much. Subscribe. Tell your friends. And of course, don't miss any of this show because you're going to miss a lot. Allow me appreciate the team I'm working today with. We have Muje Jeremiah on camera. Then, of course, I have my manager, the boss man, on the set, making sure everything is going on well. And my makeup artist, the bosses, the vibe queen. Follow them on all the social media handles as I gave the names. And today, the show is going to be beautiful. But before that, bagamba kuka coffee akalungi. Uganda made coffee for us. They make raw, organic, medium roast or dark roast, both Arabica and Robusta coffee. Please reach them out on 0785 708 259. The offices are in Chiwatule, opposite Orex petrol station. And of course, before you watch this show, first go back. We have a show we did first, and this is a part 2 of that show. For the second time on the show, this person is not new. We've had him before and we are having him again. Dr. Ian Kansiime from AA Clinic Shira is here to talk about family planning. Doctor, this show, you're also a part of it, so kindly say hi to our viewers and introduce yourself.
Hello. I'm very welcome once again for this second opportunity to be on the spot. I bring you greetings, all our viewers from the medical fraternity. You have heard the names. I'm Dr. Kansiime Ian. I'm a general practitioner at AA Clinic. And for my field of expertise, I currently deal in sexual reproductive health.
Yes.
All the issues dealing with ladies, a female gender. I'm the right person to contact. I'm very welcome. this show is educative and informative.
Yes.
Feel free to watch the previous episode we had about family planning, and we address all these issues that have been rising up day by day.
Yes.
Of course, by the end of the show, I will tell you how to can keep in touch every time and then, that you can constantly keep in touch and address all these side effects of family planning. I hear.
Yeah.
So you're welcome once again on this volume too.
Thank you so much, Doctor, for accepting to be back on the show. These people have been asking for the second part of the show, and the day is today. So I'm going to allow Doctor go back a little bit to the other show. Tell us briefly what family planning is. Then he will just list for us the methods of family planning we looked at.
Okay. For those who missed, you're very unlucky. But you're very lucky at the same time that I'm here again to tell you at least what we discussed. Family planning in general, I can say in simple terms. The way you're hearing family planning, it's making a decision or a choice or planning when to start having children, how to space them, and when to stop actually. I'm very sure for those who have gotten a chance of being planned children, you know what it means. I've had these kind of stories going on, and you know what it means to be a planned child. And now we are trying to plan for the future of the children that we are yet to bear. So that is family planning in totality. Knowing when to start, knowing how we are going to space your children, and then knowing when to stop. That is family planning. So we have got different methods of family planning, ranging from short-term methods up to long-term methods. The choice depends on what you need as any sexual active lady. When I talk about sexual active lady, that means anyone's lady's body that is able to, that has matured to the extent of giving birth. I'm talking about those who are already undergoing ovulation.
Is it after the first menstrual period?
Exactly. As any female gender, the first time you see your menstruation period, that is the communication from your body that you can conceive. Yes. Now there are a lot of factors that can lead to that, genetic factors. But the point of emphasis is at that age, the body is not yet ready to handle the pregnancy. However much that doesn't stop you from getting pregnant. Noted? Yes. So these are the family planning methods. For those who I need a short family planning method, I've just started my courtship, and we're already seeing ourselves, you can opt for a short-term method. For those who want long-term methods, maybe we have just gotten married, where we finished our honeymoon last month. We need to take our time before we have our first baby. We can take a long-term method. So the short-term methods are literally, we have the pills. I'm very sure for those who it's not their first time to use family planning, they know about pills. For the pills, you have to use them on a daily basis without missing any pill. You take it at the same time to get reliable and effective results. The pills are 99% effective. They cannot disappoint you. However much, don't forget about that 1%. It means 1 in 100 can get pregnant while using pills. But most of the times I've seen people who get pregnant because they're on a regular family planning method. They have used it incorrectly. They have forgotten the time to take their next pill.
They have skipped.
Which is not a good one. That brings the chance of you being pregnant. We also have injectables. Injectables, I can say, they're also a short-term method because they can only protect you from being pregnant for a period of 3 months, which is quite a short time. So once you get your shot from a very trained healthcare provider, you are sure of that protection for the 3 months. It's a hormonal method. What do I mean here? The hormonal method, they contain drugs. They are drugs, but they are our own body hormones that ladies already have in their system. So it's a matter of boosting these hormones to give you extra protection. So there's nothing new that we are introducing in a lady's body, though we are just boosting their hormones to have that extra protection from getting pregnant. The moment you stop it, you can easily return to your fertility and you will bear children.
So which means after 3 months,
every after
a lady
3
is
months,
supposed to
you
go
have
back.
to recall the time there for the next visit that your doctor gave you and you go back for the next shot. The moment you forget, those are the unplanned pregnancies we are talking about. Yeah, that's another short-term method.
Yes.
Allow me to mention this, though it should not be used as an ongoing family planning method.
Yeah.
These are the emergency contraceptive pills. It can give you protection so long as you've made love with your loved one and you have not exceeded the 3 days after that moment.
Yeah.
If you can use it within those 72 hours, it can protect you from not getting pregnant. However, it is not supposed to be used as a regular family planning method because of its high hormonal content and likelihood of causing more side effects. It should be strictly, as the name suggests, an emergency method.
Yeah.
If you're not in regular family planning method, you didn't use anything, and you're not in your safe days, that's how I can call it.
Yeah.
Yes, you can use it. That captures that area.
Okay.
Yeah, and also we have what you call now the long-term methods. That means they can work after the 3 months. The long-term methods we talked about, dear viewers, we talked about implants. Implants, they are small plastic rods that are inserted in a lady's upper arm, underneath the skin.
Yeah.
They have the same hormones, but they are released slowly by slowly, so they can capture a long period of time.
Which means they're also hormonal.
They are also hormonal methods. So they can protect you from being pregnant from a period of 3 years up to 5 years.
Yes.
It depends on the choice that you have made. If you want 5 years, we give 5 years. If you want 3 years, we give 3 years.
Okay.
They're also hormonal. But again, as soon as you feel like you're ready to get pregnant, you don't have to wait for those 3 years or 5 years. You can come again and we will reverse the method.
Okay.
The method I'm talking about is reversible.
Oh.
Yes, it is not a permanent method. So as soon as we reverse the method, you can be ready to have your baby again.
Yes.
That is a long-term method. We have also got another long-term method that is called an intrauterine device. An intrauterine device, or what we would call a coil.
IUD.
Yes, IUD. That is
exactly.
You know the IUD, yeah. But now they know it. So the IUD is actually takes a longer period of time, from 5 years to 10 years. Actually, you don't have to recall about anything about family planning once you take such a choice. That means you'll sit back, you're not worried about the pregnancy, you're not worried about anything. It can take you for a longer period of time. And IUD, allow me to say, it is not hormonal. It is not a hormonal method.
It's a summer hormonal.
Yes, the injectables, the pills, the implants are all hormonal methods. But the IUD, it is embedded in some copper wires that are very micro. They cannot cause any harm to a human's body. So for it is not hormonal. And therefore, it has less chances of causing all hormonal-related side effects. You understand? So for those who are having questions of what will be the best method, something like that, you already have a hint on the better choices that I'm talking about. And you don't have to
especially if you like the pelvic muscles are not flexible, it's hard to fix.
I don't think that kind of information was from a healthcare provider. But once it is inserted by a trained service provider, you will not get any issues. And allow me, by the way, to remind you that for it works there and then.
Wow.
The other methods, you have to first wait 5 to 7 days before it picks up. But for the IUD, it works instantly. You have it today, and you can meet your partner.
That's good. Abachala mwetanira kakantu.
Yeah. So, but then there's only one disadvantage that I talk about. If you are a multi-sexual partner, please, you have to be cautious. Yes, the IUD. It does not cause a UTI, neither does it keep it. But once you're a multi-sexual partner, even if you're not on family planning, you're exposed to getting infections. And once you get infections, you're trying to disturb your family planning method, which should have been the best for you. Yeah, but then those are the permanent methods. We also have permanent but not irreversible. Irreversible, like we have said it. Once you take a choice, you have to be sure that you've done with producing, the children they have are enough, and you've made a decision. It is two-way. A man can go a vasectomy, or a lady can go for tube ligation, where these tubes are cut so that you don't allow the egg or the ova for coming. If it is a man's side, you don't allow the sperms from coming and meet the lady's ova. So those are permanent, and actually you have to sign a consent to go through that.
Because later on someone may be like, Doctor, take a njagala kuzaala nkoze ntya.
Exactly. So by the time you take that choice, you make sure you're done with giving birth. You have your last born ready.
Thank you so much, Doctor. Let's rush.
There are those who they talk about now the barrier methods. The barrier methods,
the natural one.
Not the natural ones. When I talk about barrier methods, I'm talking about use of condoms. We have male and female condoms. They are also a birth control measure.
Yeah.
The better part of it is for it they give you an extra protection from getting an infection. Sexually transmitted.
The words around
infections. Yes.
So
it's a double benefit.
Yeah.
You're not going to be pregnant and you're not going to have an infection once again. Yeah, that's a better method. The natural methods, our viewers, they are not effective. Actually, it is 50% chance of being pregnant. When you talk about coitus interruptus, that is the withdrawal. How sure are you that it has worked? Exactly. What you call fertility awareness. Fertility awareness is knowing your safe days. There's a way you can tell I'm in my fertile days. You don't need to undergo certain tests. And you have to be very specific on following your calendar, and your periods have to be regular.
Yeah.
So in this case scenario, that's why I don't advise people to take them, because they are less effective. You can imagine 50 because so those are our family planning methods we talked about in volume 1.
Yes.
And we are here to address the side effects that are related, and we answer your questions.
Before the side effects, someone was telling me the benefits of family planning.
Exactly.
So let's tell these people that besides the misconceptions and all the problems we've had, all the stories, there are also benefits of family planning.
I like the way you have called it the stories in quotes. They are really stories.
Because you're here to address those stories.
Family planning has got a vast number of benefits.
Yeah.
And the first and foremost is not getting unplanned pregnancies.
Yeah.
Okay? There's nothing that sucks like getting the pregnancy that you're not ready for. Those are the future street kids. Those are the future unattended to children that will need care. Yeah. So that is the very first benefit. And maybe we are in young girls. I've told you the young girl's body is not ready to handle the pregnancy. So when you get pregnant at a young age, you are likely to suffer complications and risks. So family planning actually reduces those pregnancy-related risks at a young age by preventing teenage pregnancy.
But doctor, I can't tell these young girls that go for family planning. It's not yet time. Abstain.
Abstinence is the best method.
Yes.
But they have started. And actually, personally, I've seen people who have started. It's hard to stop. Though they can stop.
Yeah.
You get? Yeah. But again, starting sex and then again getting unwanted pregnancies, you will not solve anything. Those are two wrongs.
I've been watching over the news.
Yes.
Senior fours apparently are doing their exams in Uganda, and some girls have been giving birth during exams. It's absurd. These girls are 14, 15, 16, and in Uganda they are still considered underage.
Yes.
Please, parents, let's advise our girls to abstain. I also have teenage girls. I always tell them, wait for that time, the right time.
Yeah, so let's combat the teenage pregnancies with a proper family planning method. We also have another benefit, by the way, that you're going to follow. We cannot give a blind eye. They always talk about the sexual life, that of with your partner. When you're in family planning, you're very sure that I'm not going to be pregnant unnecessarily. That alone boosts your sexual life as partners because you have no worries that are surrounding you. So you make your love at any time, anywhere. That's also another thing.
There are kids watching that show.
And actually, this count also I've also put in an indirect benefit of controlling our population pressure. You imagine this world without family planning, people are producing anyhow. This world will be ready full. We're already about 4 billion people. Exactly. So we control our population pressure and we don't impact a lot of the pressure on our economy. We need medical services, we need education services, and we cannot benefit and enjoy these services when we are excess.
Giving birth anyhow.
Not anyhow. Yes, I've already told you, the planned kids know what I'm talking about.
Those ones, they were giving money flowers.
You have seen them at least.
I've seen them.
Yeah, so there are a lot of benefits that we cannot mention, but we can mention few. But there are several of them. Even I've actually seen family planning helping people who are not ready to be pregnant. Like birth interval. Someone is breastfeeding and they are pregnant. That means the fetus that is growing is going to be with challenges.
Some people say breastfeeding is one family planning.
It's a family planning method so long as you use it within the first 6 months and you're breastfeeding the child night and day and your periods have not resumed. You can hear the whereabouts, which cannot be made under normal circumstances. You either start your periods before hitting the 6 months, you get, or your child is not breastfeeding regularly, so it is still not real. But if you can meet all the criteria, then it can help you. Once your periods have resumed, so that method
it is not effective. Someone is telling me she's sure
of course, when you meet the criteria, so long as the periods have not resumed, you're still within the 6 months of breastfeeding, then you're good to go. But once you've resumed your periods, then you're ready to be pregnant. However much? It's not at 6 months.
No, doctor, before we cross to the other side, tulabyeko some cases nga abantu baconceiving anti nga akozesa that natural family planning gye bamugamba naconceiving olubuto ne lukula omwana n'atandika okukekenga mu lubuto lw'amanyi nakamba oba musota gwe guntambula mu lubuto endagenda mu ddaya n'omugamba you 5 months pregnant agamba aba breastfeeding.
So those, to minimize all those risks, you have the healthy growing baby within you, you better take a family planning method so that you don't have those short birth intervals. You have a 9-month-old that is still in the womb, and you're already having 1 year, which is not a good one. So family planning has come sort of all this.
Ne doctor ekibuuzo ekirala kyensobola okubuuza after birth ng'omaze okuzaala, what is the suitable time for a mother to go for family planning?
Family planning, you can start it anytime so long as you have the need for it. After birth, you can take a family planning method right there and then. Because I was talking about the pills. We have what we call the progestin-only pills that are safe to use even while breastfeeding. They don't stop the breast milk production. You get? Yes, those the progestin-only pills, they are safe for breastfeeding mother. That means you can start family planning at any time you feel like you have the need for it. You don't need to wait. We have seen people have had IUDs inserted immediately after birth.
Yeah.
Yeah, that we call it a
They're
postpartum
still
IUD.
bleeding.
Postpartum IUD.
Yeah.
So yeah, it is actually that is the right timing for the IUD most of the times. Yeah.
Now, doctor, if it's like a natural birth, go China, those stitches, then you come, they fix that kind of thing.
Those are now, yeah, we always weigh the risk over the advantage. When you have gone through complications of labor, like the tears that you're talking about, the been stitched here and there, we always weigh and we see, can we give or we can wait. But most of the times, after, when you get labor complications, we always wait after 3 months when you have gone through all that, and then you can start up a family planning method. Family planning method is not strictly for only females or ladies. Men out there participate in family planning.
Banange, emphasize, doctor.
Yes,
these men here in Uganda do
when
not know about that.
Let's abstain. That means he's using fertility awareness method. Men, please take your time and abstain. There's nothing like an emergency.
Yeah, your family planning.
Family planning. They can also use male condoms.
And so you get the
they also participate in that.
Waliwo omuntu wano omugamba abstain. Naye tewali ng'empiso ze basobola okuba abasajja nabo ne.
Yeah, in this world of innovation, technology is going ahead. So we have to actually even a man coming with you when you're going for your family planning method is also a support. A man is supporting you. Oh, my lady, come with me. Let's go and have a choice, a right choice about family.
Doctor, my ladies are not going to be happy. There should be methods that so that these men can also face what we face.
Exactly. But indirectly, you've seen men participate in family planning. Surely they really participate.
Some of them have been supportive.
Those who are reluctant, I'm calling upon you, please.
Louder.
Come along, support your ladies as they are taking such choices. Yes.
Okay, doctor, thank you so much. Let's look at the side effects. I think that is what most of the people are waiting for.
Yeah.
Side effects of family planning.
So, before I go to the side effects, allow me to say this.
Yes.
That even that pill of Panadol, that you go to the nearby drug shop or pharmacy and buy, it is also has attached side effects.
But the
side effects are not meant to appear every time you take a drug. Yes. Every drug has side effects. People talk of headache, people talk of nausea, stomach upset, allergies.
You take a
that is expected. Though it's not supposed to that they happen every time. So I wouldn't allow me to call them side effects. Maybe they are drug reactions, like the same way you can take your child for an immunization and they cry because of that small prick they get. So these side effects, in case they happen, allow me to say they are short-lived. Most of the times the body is being introduced into something that is new, but later it adapts. There is acclimatization to these family planning methods. But most importantly, you have to talk to your doctor so that you got to know a better method for you. There are some health conditions that are contraindicated where you are not allowed to use certain family planning methods. I've seen scenarios where my ladies move in or walk in with already a predetermined mind. Me, so I need an injectable. So I need pills. So I need this. Something like that, which is not good. Literally, you're supposed to go through a well counseling session so that you make an informed, consent to whichever method that you're taking. So these side effects, people talk about weight gain, talk about predisposing themselves to cancers, bleeding in between their periods, something like that. Loss of appetite, the libido reduces.
Dr. Soko Komao, tugende tukole ku scent, tukomewo, so that we can explain to these people more about side effects. See you in a few. On the Spot with Richard Tuliatunga.
Coffee for us, leaving a mark.
On the Spot with Richard Tuliatunga. Welcome back from the short break. Njagala kubategeeza ku baana be nasinkanye, bali abaana bayimba, bali abaana bazina, they're very, very talented. Be excited to see them, to watch their music. Abaana babayita bapena kwaya, baana bato mubawagire. Bafulumiza album oba extended play. Erinnya zibuzibu muko. Sigenda kubyogera kuswalira wano naye next time nja kulibategeeza muba following on all social media platforms Pena Choir. We are still on the spot. Era tushali ne Dr. Ian Kansiime from AA Care Clinic Echira. This doctor is very, very good. Actually, he's a personal doctor to my manager, the boss man. Their services at the clinic, I've visited it before, are very nice. Nemmere babawa. Togenda kuluma njala ng'oli mulwadde. Dokita bana bantu ino bakakasa nti emmere ojja gibawa. Well, you can visit them as we are ending the show. Dr. agenda to a number where you can meet, where you can call or visit them at their clinic in Chira. We are still with Dr. Ian nga tutangaza muku nsonga za family planning. Ebibuuzo bingi, stories nyingi, n'obulimba mwebuli. So Dr. Ali wano, he's going to tell us the truth. Amazima nga bwe gali ku family planning agenda gatugamba. Before the short break, yada amaze okutugamba side effects za family planning. Naye kati agenda kutukwatira emu ku emu ng'aginnyonnyola. Nze Dr. waliwo specifically gye njagala osooke nayo. Abakyala bangambye eno. Dr. abakyala we bagenda ku family planning naddala eno eri hormonal, the injector plan ne ka implant, the sexual desire egenda bufumbo bunaatera okugaana. Kati Dr. tubuulira amazima g'okimanyi. It's a misconception.
Let me hope those who are experiencing all that have not come to AA Care Clinic and have not met Dr. Ian. Hey. Otherwise, when you're served by me, you're assured of the results. Exactly. So, yeah, you come AA Care Clinic. We are open 24/7. Even right now I'm here, but the services are being offered. We are in Chira. We have other laboratory services. We have other services, maternity services, immunization, you can come, dental services, and we all help you. We are going to come anytime. For those who are already our clients, I really thank you for that. But then, before I go into side effects, allow me to say, when you use you should make a right choice of a family planning method that you're supposed to use. You use it correctly. You use it at the right time, as the doctor told you. You're less likely to get the side effects. So it all starts with a choice, a right choice, informed choice. That's what I'm talking about. So let me talk about what I've had in practice from my time of expertise. I've had, you said your side effect is what? Libido related libido.
See, I was speaking on behalf of other people.
Exactly. Yeah. So sexual drive, there are those who are already having low sexual drive and they are not using family planning. Yes, clinical studies have been conducted and we have seen actually ladies suffering from these issues and they are not using family planning method.
So family planning,
so family planning method is not in any way connected to the sexual drive. You get? So sexual drive is something concocted like I'm not going to be having my sexual life as I used to be when I start using family planning. Not really. These drugs, I've told you that the hormones that already ladies have.
Yeah.
The same hormones that give you the drive are the same hormones that we are introducing into your body. So once you make a right choice, especially with these hormonal methods, you then take the emergency contraceptive as a family planning method, then you are sure that you're not going to suffer all this. So it's not true that it reduces the sexual drive of any individual at all. I've also heard about some ladies complain of bleeding in between their periods.
Yeah.
It's not their normal periods, but they are seeing bleeding, and they are attaching this to family planning. Allow me to clear the air and say that not every bleeding is periods. So sometimes the bleeding may be due to unknown other causes, maybe medical conditions, cervical cancer, or whatever. It may cause the bleeding, and for you who is not having all this information, you may think it is family planning as the disease is growing and growing and growing. We have seen people with infections having bleeding. Not really. Maybe I've not really seen that. But the bleeding, how much it may happen, as I've told you, it is supposed to happen for the first 3 months. The changes in the bleeding, you may not see your bleeding at all, or the bleeding may be heavy, but it is not supposed to be forever. Within a short period of time, that bleeding stabilizes when your hormones are well balanced.
Okay.
Yeah, and that happens with most of the family planning methods that are hormonal, though it is not a must. We have seen cases where someone takes a family planning method and they don't have all these issues. As soon as their time is elapsed, they come again, something like that. They are in love with that method because of the consistent good results that they have received from the methods.
Kitegeeza abakyala.
Yes.
Oba nkiyite ntya? Maybe we rely on what we hear from others nga tetutegedde what the root cause is.
Yeah, I don't think you're supposed to believe anyone who's not a health worker as far as getting advice about family planning. Get the rightful information from the right person.
Yes.
At AA Clinic, we have free consultations. You can come today, you ask me about family planning, you go and think about it. Come back the next time, and maybe you take up a method. It's not a one-day thing. You come, we talk about it, and take it. No. You have to take time making a choice. Yes. I've also heard about people say, people have got breast cancer, cervical cancer, ovarian cancer after taking family planning method. Before we give you any family planning method as a lady, there are some tests that you have to go through.
Yeah.
Yes. Someone who is already having a cancer, you're not supposed to take these hormonal family planning methods, most especially breast cancer, ovarian cancer, because the drug itself may actually fasten the process of the growth of the cancer. So we have to make sure we screen you before we take a family planning method. Because these people who say, I got a cancer after taking a family planning method, most of the cases, those people had the cancer before. But then they were not taken through the due process, medical eligibility criteria. There's a criteria that we have to follow before we take up a family planning method. Yes, so that we get to know should we are not having a breast cancer. We've seen a doctor palpating the breast, touching the breast, but this is a good touch to rule out the cancer that is already in situ. Yes, yeah. If it's done by a professional doctor, it is a good touch. Yes. So we rule out all the things before we give you certain methods. Cancer is caused by carcinogens. We call them carcinogens. And these carcinogens are not the drugs. These drugs have gone through trials and they are proven that they don't cause all these issues. So most probably the people already have the issues with them. A case in a point, cervical cancer is caused by a certain virus. Human papilloma virus.
Not connected
to family planning. The causative agent is different, and the people what are saying is also different. Again, the ovarian cancers, different issues.
I'm also learning.
You're also learning.
I'm also learning.
Yes.
Doctor, how about ovarian cysts and fibroids?
Yes. So the fibroids, they are always fibroids are not cancers. Allow me to say that.
Yeah.
Cancer, if something to be called a cancer, it has to be malignant. Like the growth is very, very fast and cannot be controllable most of the times. So fibroids, it's an abnormal rapid growth, but it's not a really cancer. Yes. Fibroids can go through a surgery and you're okay and you're able to have your next baby. Yeah. So family planning is not connected with fibroids. Most of these things sometimes are genetical. Yes, maybe your grandmom had the fibroids. It's likely that the granddaughters will also have such things. But most of the times, lifestyle. People have gotten repeated urinary tract infections, reproductive tract infections, and it makes them vulnerable, predisposed to get all these issues. Yeah, but with family planning, I've not got any cases in mind.
I'm also learning.
Yes.
I'm also learning because like I said, there are a lot of stories. Like abantu bakugamba eyo nze nagivaako because of this and this. So let's learn, please, and listen to Dr. Ian very, very carefully. Abantu baleme kuddeeyo batulimbe at the end of the day okomekereze ng'ozadde abaana b'oteetegekedde kubanga the Uganda now y'abaana bali planned school fees wa bbeeyi, emmere ya bbeeyi, rent ya bbeeyi, amafuta ga bbeeyi. So please let's listen carefully to Dr. Ian n'abaami akamwe yakayisizaawo yadde. We are not convinced, but
yeah, for all those unanswered questions, feel free to reach a clinic. We are going to address them. I've also heard about people talking about weight gain, loss of weight.
Doctor, your weight gain.
I've heard. So literally, what I've seen when you're on a family planning method, especially the hormonal methods. Your appetite is boosted. When you have get boosted appetite, no want to eat on anything that comes your way. And by doing so, you gain the weight. Not necessarily the drug that is making you get the weight, but because of your eating behaviors. But I've also seen people say, I'm saying, family planning methods, especially hormonal methods, they boost your appetite, which is a good thing. Have good appetite for food, because food is medicine. When you're eating balanced diet, you are reducing your chances of visiting hospitals to buy drugs. Because food is medicine when you use it correctly. Yes. So those people who got their appetite boosted and they don't control it, the end result will be gaining a lot of weight. You're eating bread, you're eating margarine, you're eating a lot of things at one time, of which it is not a bad thing to have appetite, but it's also a bad thing to excessively. Too much of anything is always bad.
Waliwo video wadde etambula mbu, don't count me among those with flat tummy. Me, I will eat my food.
But let's not forget about our counterparts who have said they have lost weight, all due to family planning.
Are they there?
Naturally, gaining or losing weight depends on a lot of factors. People have gone through social stressors, like chikonomo chiraba nowadays. So someone who's having literally 1 meal a day, where do you expect you will automatically lose weight? And yet you're supposed to have 3 meals a day, 8 hours apart, have a healthy body. But those people who are not having regularly meals and they are on family planning method, and they come back here saturating for this information that family planning is making me lose the weight, that is not true. Actually, not only losing weight, if you're not having regular meals, you'll get ulcers and other diseases that you are going to battle for the rest of your life. So please take caution. Family planning, you've had the benefits clearly. All these misconceptions, please find the right person and ask them.
A health practitioner.
Exactly.
Nange Rita byenkugamba tobikkiriza.
Rita
kubanga nange nja kulimba saasoma busawo nasoma byamawulire. Doctor, waliwo abantu abaabuuza ebibuuzo after the other show, though they requested to remain anonymous. So nkute essimu, I'm going to be reading these questions one by one, then so that they can get their answers while they're watching the show. Ekibuuzo ekisooka wakyogeddeko naye mbadde nsaba tukinnyonnyole bulungi. How does one know the most suitable family planning for their body?
Okay. From the start, I told our viewers that a most or the best family planning method for you is that method that fits your need. It all starts with the need. If you want protection for how much time, for how long. So there's nothing like this is the best method for all of us. You have to go through the screening, as I've told you, that you've taken through all the steps so that you can take the choice, which is not actually for the doctor, but your choice. After getting all this information and said, oh, according to what the doctor is telling me, this is the best choice for me, according to your healthy need.
So in other words, they're supposed to
in other words, the pill can be best method for you. Someone an injectable method, best method for them. Someone an IUD, the best method for them, depending on what they really need and what they have gone through. To choose the method. So literally, you have to go through the criteria to know the best method, and you cannot go get that when you have not gone to a trained health care provider. So please, for those who want to know their best method, come to a care clinic and we talk about your best methods.
Wow.
So any method can be a best method, so long as you go through the right channel.
Obudde bwaffe bugwayo. Let's rush to the second question. Ono yagambye, does use of family planning for a long time bring infertility?
That is also not true. It's a very big no. And actually, there's something that he forgot. That people always say, when you have not yet given birth, you're not supposed to use family planning. Not really. If you have not given birth, you can still use family planning because you're already planning for the family that is going to be in the future. Yes, and family planning doesn't cause infertility. We have seen people battling infertility not because they are using family planning.
Not this natural, but maybe that's secondary.
This secondary infertility. Yeah, though it's not about family planning. In fact, actually, when the moment we have what we call return to fertility, when you're using the family planning method. As soon as you stop using a family planning method, your return to fertility is there and then instant. Within the first 3 months after stoppage of the family planning method, the chances are high that you're going to be pregnant. Well, most of the times your periods have resumed. So long as you're having irregular periods after the stoppage of the family planning method, then you can
Kankuze national, especially on the injector plan. By the way, abachala abasinga gye batidde. Bagamba nti when you're taking that drug, hormone, when you're taking the hormone, after the 3 months have elapsed, there is a percentage of that hormone esigala mu mubiri. So when you add another 3 months, then there will be another percentage that will remain. So when you add this percentage and the other percentage, then and a percentage.
Yeah, that drives me back to taking a right choice.
Yeah.
When you know you're going to have a long period, you don't want to be pregnant. Why do you choose an injectable that goes for 3 months and in a year you're having 4 shots of that very method? And yet you knew you could take a one-time family planning method and it covers all that time. So it comes back to the right choices. Other than taking 4 shots of an injectable and you wanted protection for 3 years, you'd rather take a one-time family planning method, in this case, which is an implant, that will give you all that extended protections with no need of recording when do I need to go back, when do I need to go back, something like that. Okay. Like you reduce those doses. You take a family planning method. Because when you're supposed to take for only 3 months, and that is all, and then you're ready for your next baby, you not get all these issues because you made the right choice.
Oh, you just remove it, then you conceive right away.
Conceive there and there. Though I've also had people say, I take like 6 months. That one I would accept for a certain injectable method. You may delay to return to fertility. Maybe after 6 months. Yes, after 6 months, you may delay returning to your fertility because you have had very many shots. You didn't take the right choice.
Oh.
Yes, but when you take a right choice, you've taken a long-term method as opposed to the short-term method, but for a long time, then you are reducing all those issues.
So we are going to finish with this particular question, Doctor. Where you get the emergency pills, the pills that people take within 72 hours after intercourse.
Yes.
Naye Doctor era waliwo ekibuuzo ekiriwo about those pills. Nzijukira wagambyemu, like you said, you don't emphasize like abantu okuzikozesa as a family planning method.
Yes.
So Dr. mbadde njagala nga tubumbabumba otangaza abantu why wouldn't you recommend it, because complaints nazo zibaddewo about a particular one.
We are in Uganda and there's something not related to family planning. Cigarette smoking is bad, and so it is written on the packets. It causes lung cancer, it causes all
people still
buy, and the shops are out of stock of that. So emergency contraceptive, from the naming itself, it's an emergency method. Even you didn't have a barrier method, that is a condom. You are not on the regular family planning. You've not even tried to count your fertility. You have nothing that you know on you. That's when you can go for an emergency method. But that emergency method has a high hormonal content. And it is, people have taken it as a regular family planning method. How comes you're having an emergency every weekend? So it's not every day. Literally in a month, you're not supposed to be taking more than 2 emergency pills. So I don't recommend it because of the high hormone content and more likelihood of causing more side effects and destabilizing the lady's monthly cycle. Yeah, you can have bleeding 2 to 3 times in a month, which is not good. So it's not supposed to be used as a regular family planning method.
Wow.
Yes.
Doctor, this has been very, very educative. Kyemanyi, abakyala bangi abali eyo. We've got to learn a lot from this particular show. Mbagambye nange sigenda kwejjamu because ebintu ebisinga bye mbadde muwulira nange mbadde mwendi anti. Sorry for those I've advised astray. Nange waliwo bye mbadde ngamba abantu. But doctor has addressed them, so we are going to give you another chance to please, you can choose to write your question in the comment section, or if you're not comfortable, you can just WhatsApp it on any of the numbers I'm going to give you for the spot. Now we will know and you'd love to be hosted on the spot, or you have a story to tell on the spot, please, you can call me on 0760 919287. Then I'm going to also give you another number that you strictly banangi onoye yagambye strictly WhatsApp, please don't call sajja mufumbo. Don't call omukyala ajja kunyigira wano. Strictly WhatsApp or SMS 0706 680 836. You can reach us on both numbers. Eyange gye nsoose obbawa mbagambye osobola okubako ne twogera, but eno ey'okubiri, please SMS or WhatsApp. You get the response you need. So in case you have any question and you're not comfortable to put it out there for other people to see, feel free to WhatsApp it on these numbers, and we are going to keep you anonymous, and at the end of the day you'll get an answer for your question. Doctor, I'm going to give you a chance to tell these people just your last words and also say bye to them.
My last word, allow me to say, our viewers, the choice is in your hands. Please pave a future for your children. For those who have already started, I know there are single mothers out there. This wouldn't have happened in case you took a family planning method. So let's plan for our future. We see where our country is heading. I'm not saying that we are going to be worse, no. But I'm saying, please, let's all be prepared. We saw COVID. We didn't expect all this to happen. But at least, we have learned all these things. But let's not learn the hard way most of the times. Let's always take this information and we think about it and we make informed decisions. You can reach Dr. Ian on 781-645-643. That is strictly a WhatsApp number. For those who want to call, they can call AA Clinic reception number. That is 0772-612368. You can get to us at any time and we address all these questions. For those who missed our first volume, please, you can also watch. Now that you have more questions that you can attend to.
Wow.
I'm very privileged to be hosted once again.
Yes.
And that is what I do. That's what I love.
Thank you so much for accepting to give these people free information that they usually pay for at other places. So we are privileged as the sport to have Dr. Ian here giving us free information. So make use of the information he has given us. And just before I go, nawagambye kakofa akawoma kali ako kamu coffee for us. It is Ugandan made. You can get raw, you can get organic, medium roast or dark roast, both Arabica and Robusta. Then nembagamba wali yabana kwaya y'abaana bato abayimba babayita ba Pena Choir. Follow them on their social media platforms. They're about to release their extended play, an album, Mubawagire, because this particular album is for a cause. Sente zonna ezivaamu zigenda kulabirira abaana abo. And of course, allow me appreciate me for being beautiful on the show. Nabagambye makeup artist Adiok. Amita double says, yeah, she's here all blushing. Yes, mutuwa emirimu to akoleko makeup. Then on camera, I had Muje Jeremiah. Follow him on his social media platforms. And of course, my manager, the boss man. He's always here ensuring that the show is very, very good, and so that you can get whatever you want from the show. And also allow me appreciate Mr. Tuliatunga. He's here waiting for his beloved wife. So you people, it's a wrap up for today. Continue subscribing on our YouTube channel, like and share. Don't forget to hit the notification bell, because there are a lot of shows coming for you. And of course, follow us on all our social media platforms. Thespot with Rita Tuliatunga. We love you. Bye. On the Spot with Rita Tuliatunga.